The abyss whispered her name. Lilith, in the depths of the netherworld where shadows danced and flames flickered, her name echoed through the void, a haunting melody that spoke of ancient power and untold sorrow. A creature of shadow and flame, born of demon blood and ancient magic. Lilith was a being of immense power, her very essence intertwined with the dark forces that shaped her world. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and her presence commanded both fear and awe. She was feared, reviled, alone. The weight of her existence bore heavily upon her, a constant reminder of the isolation that came with her cursed lineage. The desolate landscape mirrored the emptiness within her soul, a barren wasteland where hope dared not tread. Her kind, the Cthulhu, were banished to the netherworld. Cast into the abyss by those who feared their power, they were condemned to an eternity of darkness and despair. The netherworld was a prison, a place where the light of the sun could never reach, and the whispers of the damned were the only company, cast out by humans long ago. The memory of their exile was etched into the very fabric of their being, a scar that time could never heal. The humans, in their fear and ignorance, had sought to rid the world of the Cthulhu, believing them to be nothing more than monsters.
Then he appeared, Ethan, a young hunter lost and wounded in her forest. His presence was an anomaly, a flicker of light in the perpetual darkness. He stumbled through the underbrush, his breath ragged and his eyes wide with fear and pain. He was different, kind eyes, gentle touch. Unlike the others who had crossed her path, Ethan did not recoil in terror or raise a weapon in defense. Instead, he extended a hand, his touch warm and reassuring, a stark contrast to the cold, unfeeling world she had known. He saw not a monster, but a being of beauty and grace. In his eyes, Lilith was not the fearsome creature of legend, but a soul in need of compassion and understanding. His gaze pierced through the shadows that cloaked her, revealing the true essence of her being.
Lilith was drawn to him, his warmth, his light. In Ethan, she found a beacon of hope, a promise of something more than the endless night that had defined her existence. His presence was a balm to her wounded spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of places, light could still be found. It beckoned her like a moth to a flame. The allure of his light was irresistible, a force that pulled her closer despite the dangers it posed. She knew that to embrace it was to court disaster, but the promise of warmth and connection was too powerful to ignore. A dangerous flame, for a love between their worlds was forbidden. The chasm between their realms was vast and unbridgeable, a divide that no amount of desire could cross. Yet, in the face of this insurmountable barrier, their bond grew stronger, a testament to the enduring power of love and the unyielding spirit of hope. They met in secret, under the veil of night. A hidden grove deep within the forest became their sanctuary. He spoke of the human world, its wonders, its sorrows.
She shared her secrets, her fears, the pain of her isolation, the longing for acceptance.
Their bond deepened, fueled by stolen moments and whispered promises. But love, especially a love so forbidden, casts a long and perilous shadow. The whispers reached her kin, a demon consorting with a human, unthinkable, abominable. They demanded his death.
Lilith refused. She would protect him, even if it meant defying her own kind. She made a pact with a powerful, ancient entity, a dangerous bargain, sacrificing a part of her demonic essence to ensure Ethan's safety. The price of love, she learned, was a heavy one.
Their sanctuary could not hold forever. One night, under the glow of the hunter's moon, Ethan's village was attacked, not by wild beasts, but by creatures of darkness.
Lilith knew. Her kin had come for Ethan, twisting the pact to their advantage. Now, he was in danger, not from the creatures themselves, but from the fear and hatred they instilled in the hearts of men. She had to choose, her love or her people.
Section 5, The Ritual. This is where the fate of many would be decided, where the line between the mortal and the supernatural would blur.
Lilith revealed her true form to Ethan. Her transformation was both mesmerizing and terrifying, a sight that would haunt anyone's dreams.
Terrifying, yet beautiful. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, her skin shimmered with an eerie luminescence, and her presence commanded both fear and awe.
He was stunned, but his love did not waver. Ethan's heart pounded in his chest, but his resolve was unshaken. He knew that beneath the monstrous exterior, Lilith was still the woman he loved.
They needed to stop the ritual. The stakes were higher than ever, and failure was not an option. They had to act quickly and decisively, to sever the link her kin had forged between the creatures and human fear. This link was the source of their power, feeding off the terror of the innocent.
The ritual was held at an ancient altar, deep within the mountains. The air was thick with the scent of pine and the whispers of ancient spirits.
They fought their way through hordes of creatures, each victory pushing Lilith closer to exhaustion, the pact draining her power. The battle was fierce, and every step forward was hard-won. Hope flickered like a candle in the wind. It was fragile, yet it persisted, a small but steady light in the overwhelming darkness. They clung to that hope, knowing it was their only chance. Together, they were stronger. Their bond gave them the strength to face the impossible, to challenge the darkness that threatened to consume them. The ancient texts spoke of a way to break the ritual, a hidden knowledge that only the bravest could uncover. They had to decipher the symbols and chants to find the key to their salvation. With every word they spoke, the energy around them grew. The air crackled with power, and the ground trembled beneath their feet. They were close, so close to breaking the ritual. The final confrontation was upon them. Dark creatures swarmed, but Ethan and Lilith fought with a ferocity born of desperation and love. They would not be defeated. And then, with a blinding flash of light, the ritual was broken. The creatures disintegrated, their power shattered. The link was severed, and the world was safe once more. Exhausted but victorious, Ethan and Lilith embraced. The dawn broke over the mountains, a new day filled with hope and promise. They had faced the darkness and emerged stronger, their love unbroken. Section 6. Whispers of Doubt. In the heart of the night, shadows danced and whispered secrets that only the brave dared to confront. The air was thick with tension, and every step taken felt like a journey into the unknown.
They reached the altar, but it was too late. The air crackled with an energy that spoke of ancient powers and forgotten promises. Their hands, trembling, reached out, but the distance between them felt insurmountable.
The ritual was nearing completion. Candles flickered, casting long shadows that seemed to mock their desperation. Mystical symbols glowed with an eerie light, each one a reminder of the stakes at hand. Time was slipping away, each tick of the clock a heartbeat closer to doom.
Ethan, filled with love and desperation, stepped forward, drawing on a strength he never knew he possessed. The artifact in his hand pulsed with a light that seemed to resonate with his very soul. His eyes, filled with determination, locked onto the demon, challenging its very existence.
He distracted the officiating demon, his courage buying Lilith time. But whispers wormed their way into her heart, whispers of doubt. The demon's eyes glowed with malevolent glee, sensing the cracks in their resolve. Lilith's tears shimmered in the dim light, each one a testament to her inner turmoil.
Was this the life he was meant for? A life on the run, forever in hiding? The weight of his choices pressed down on him, each one a link in the chain that bound him to this fate. The alley's shadows seemed to whisper back, echoing his doubts and fears.
The whispers grew louder, feeding off her fears, her insecurities. The forest around her seemed alive with unseen eyes, watching, waiting. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig felt like a reminder of her deepest anxieties. The darkness pressed in, a tangible force that sought to consume her spirit. Memories of happier times flickered in her mind, a stark contrast to the present. She remembered the laughter, the warmth of the sun, the feeling of safety. But those memories felt like a distant dream, overshadowed by the looming threat. Yet amidst the whispers and the shadows, a spark of determination ignited. She clenched her fists, drawing strength from the love she felt for Ethan. The battle was far from over, and she would not let doubt be their undoing. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but together, they would face it, one step at a time. As the first light of dawn began to break through the darkness, a sense of hope emerged. The whispers of doubt began to fade, replaced by a resolve that burned brighter than ever. They would fight not just for survival, but for a future where their love could thrive. Section 7, Betrayal's Sting.
Ethan, using a mystical artifact, managed to disrupt the ritual. The link was severed, the creatures vanishing into the night.
But the effort left him vulnerable.
As Lilith rushed to his side, her kin struck. A blade, forged in the fires of betrayal, plunged into Ethan's chest.
A scream ripped through Lilith, raw and primal.
He looked at her, love and forgiveness in his eyes, as his light began to fade.
Ethan, please, stay with me.
Lilith cradled his dying form, her world crumbling around her.
No, I won't let you go.
Her magic, fueled by her anguish, surged, desperate to save him.
Someone, anyone, help us!
She cried out, a plea echoing through the void. But death, once claimed, was not easily denied.
Live.
Ethan's hand reached out, caressing her cheek.
Live.
A whisper, soft as the wind, escaped his lips.
Live.
He breathed, his touch growing cold. Lilith was left with a choice: to succumb to her grief, to unleash her rage upon the world that had taken him from her, or to honor his memory.
I choose to remember you, Ethan.
With a heart shattered, she chose the latter. Gathering what remained of her power, she bound the wound in her soul, sealing away the pain. She would carry his memory with her, a bittersweet ache in her heart. Lilith returned to the shadows, forever changed. The vibrant, passionate creature was gone, replaced by a being of quiet sorrow.
I will never forget you, my love.
The abyss still whispered her name, but now it was a lament. A reminder of the love she had lost, a love that transcended worlds, a love that even death could not fully extinguish. She would walk the earth, forever haunted by his memory, a testament to the enduring power and unbearable pain of forbidden love. The forest stood silent, a silent vigil to a love lost. The whispers of the abyss faded, leaving only the echo of a broken heart. And in the stillness, a single white flower bloomed, a testament to the enduring power of love, even in the face of death. For even in the darkest depths, a flicker of hope can remain.